Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 50 of our All the Mods 9 to the Sky Let's Play series. Can't believe it's been 50 episodes of this already. To cap off our 50th episode here, we're getting a fusion reactor going and generating some odd 400 million RF per tick with it. So let's get into it. Welcome back, my friends, to another wonderful day here in the world of TheAndrata, where we are continuing exactly where we left off last episode. There has been no downtime because I want to get this fusion reactor going and, get all the power. So, yeah, let's go. So, pop over to unlimited power. If you remember last episode, we had left ourselves off making our fuel. So, we've got DT fuel. I've got a whole room filled with it. Deuterium's filling up. Tritium's filling up. It does, well, I don't know. Are we making more deuterium than tritium? I can't tell the rate between the two. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. 1, 3, 4. Okay, so it does look like we make deuterium faster because those buckets are coming in much quicker. This does only operate during the daytime. We could throw another solar neutron activator on that if we needed to, but we'll kind of see where we end up with all of this at the end. But with that being said, let's go ahead and pop into unlimited power and build ourselves a fusion reactor. Now, I don't mind keeping all of this set up. That's fine. The fusion reactor can go ahead and chill out up top. And we can just run cable down here, or honestly, a flux plug straight to it. So we don't need to do anything super duper fancy in that regard. Where we do need to do something super duper fancy is figure out how in the world do we actually build this thing. And we also need to get freaking laser beams going, apparently, according to the quest, which I knew that. But how do we make laser? I need this, and I need a laser amplifier and lasers. What do I need a laser focus for? Laser focus matrix. Oh, that's the part of the reactor, that thing that we're going to have the lasers fire through. So I do need more parts. See, it lied to me. Kind of. It didn't really lie. It just didn't give me all the information. We got that. We got that. Let's go ahead and request that. See, and it robbed me. I don't want that. Give me my glass back. Reactor 2 and just craft another set. Thank you. Utilize that for this, please. Don't steal from me. Okay, laser focus matrix. So we got that, which is great. We're going to go ahead and need a laser amplifier we should be able to request. And then we're going to want 3, maybe 4 lasers. So I'm going to teach the system how to make these. Go back one, please. Teach the system how to make the lasers so that I don't have to. And let's grab lasers. Let's grab 4 lasers. I think that's a decent amount. So we have our matrix. We have that. Now I just need to actually build this thing. So let's see how it's supposed to be built. Are you filling with power? Yes, I don't want that. Do not fill with power for my inventory, please. So we'll just hold those there. So I need to go ahead and build this. Do either of you all have a ponder. So how do I build this? It looks like, yeah, it generates millions of RF. Sneak right click to change. That's great. This pattern for each face. Okay, can you pause? Can you stop? It's 1 3 5 3 1. Okay, so it is. I don't want to build it all the way up, so let's go ahead and drop down. Cycle through to something I can build on. So we'll go down 3 and then build it floating here. And then we want it to be centered for sure. So it was 1. Sir? Where are my frames going? There. Y'all saw that, right? That was weird. So it was like so, and then like this with this surrounding, and then like this, 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 and this. Okay, cool. So we have it like this, and then Okay, that's all the faces. That doesn't seem right. That's not going to work. Let's do this on the top. That way I can build off of it. Okay. Well, this is the pattern. I'm not going to make y'all watch me struggle with building this thing. I'll be right back. And if I did everything correctly when I place this final block, we should have a multi-block. Good. Okay. So we have our fusion reactor built, set up to go. So I have our laser matrix, our laser focus matrix, which is going to allow us to put the laser in, the energy into this to kickstart it. We have our reactor ports. These are going to be where our fuel comes in. And then down at the bottom here, this is going to be where our power will come out. Now, we want to make sure that we configure this right off the bat. Okay, apparently that's the first time I picked up the configurator for the quest. That's interesting. We want to make sure that we have power ready to go. Like we don't want to be doing this again, because remember, it takes 400 million RF every time you want to turn this bad boy on, and we don't want to wait for that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to set this on the input network. This is our fusion reactor, and we're going to bypass limits because this should create a lot of power for us. I believe that we can also, can't we pump in water to this to make, this will make steam, and we can feed it into a turbine. I ain't about that life. We'll just let this make whatever power it's going to make. So we need to get our lasers going, our laser amplifier. So I think that's going to be my next step. I do believe that the laser amplifier needs to sit one away. Sticking the lasers directly on a power source like an energy cube. Aim each laser. Laser amplifier is a red dot is what you want. Make sure to turn it on. You have a block of empty space between the lasers and the laser amplifier. It also looks like there's a block of empty space there. So we'll go ahead and place that there. And then we're going to grab our laser amplifier. I didn't make. I requested all this stuff. I didn't actually finish the craft. That's okay. The laser amplifier is going to sit here, and then each of the lasers that I have are going to come out on the sides like so. So we can go ahead and do this. Now we can put our laser amplifier in here. Now I got to check and see if it's aimed correctly, or does it even matter? No. Okay, it looks like it's just going to go right into there. So then we can take our lasers and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then grab you guys, but you need to be facing the other direction. So I guess I need to do this. And then I can put you there. There we go. And the laser went through, which is expected. I just need it to drain its power. Then I can go ahead and do the same thing here. Except I shouldn't have picked that up, but it's okay. One more. You. Oh, and this is facing that way. I don't want that to happen. Can I? You should not be doing anything. So redstone output. Redstone control. That's what I want. But I need you to face the correct orientation. I thought it had a facing. Yes, the red dot needs to be facing the matrix, or yeah, the crystal matrix. We're going to do this, get ourselves another laser in here, and then one more for our final laser. Just remember, it requires 400 million RF for this to work, so, and we don't want it to go too far, right? We want it to actually get to the 400, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I don't want 2 billion RF going into this thing. It'd be a waste of power. We only need 400 million to kickstart our laser. I want redstone control to be, honestly, pulse is probably fine. Normal, right? I don't want it to do anything. I want to kickstart it with a lever. So if I grab this and I put a lever at the over here, does it tell me if it's on or not? So let's go ahead and let's just get power into these and then see what happens. So if I do this, okay, so it's on, and then we should not see that come out. Okay, cool. So now we can just go ahead and get power into these. And remember, we have the power available to us now. So we're chilling at 2 million RF. It's got to get up to 400 million. So that's why I set this up now to let that happen. So we're going to let that build up. Now we can go ahead and get our fuels going. So we're going to want to get a quantum entangler or two. We're going to go ahead and set you up. Not there. Okay, fine. Put you there. And you know what? Actually, I'll just do it like this. That way the back is where the stuff's going to come out of. Put you there. Put you there. Bam. And we can go ahead and say you are going to, from your back, you're going to output gases, auto eject. You can be deuterium. We should fill that up. Okay. You are going to be tritium. And you're going to also output to your back. Output auto eject. So now we have deuterium and tritium in here. We can see our heat level. We can see our fuel levels. Our current injection rate is only 2. We can bump that up as we go to see. So it is air-cooled or water-cooled. Air-cooled will generate 400,000. That's generating steam. I don't care about steam. It's not what I'm here for. 28 million. We still got a while to go before we can do anything there. And then I just need to put my whole room in here, and that'll go, right? It'll do the thing. Our current rate is only 2, so we're going to have to adjust that. But we basically need heat that's going to burn our fuels and generate power. That's how it's going to work. It looks like we're technically generating 800 RF right now. Wow. Is that true? Just by having this set up? Or 80 RF, sorry. Yeah, look, we're generating 80 RF. Wow, look at us. So cool. Anyway, we got to wait until this gets to 400, so BRB. Okay, we're filling up. We're about 80 million RF, so we're getting there. However, I've been doing a little bit of research, and this is not optimal. We do not want to pump in deuterium and tritium separately. I read that wrong, completely misunderstood how that was. So can we void the deuterium and tritium that's in here if I do that? No. How do I get this out of here then? I don't want this in here. Do I need to get a, what's the dropper from Mekanism? So pumping DT fuel in is the way to go. You want to actually pump the DT fuel itself in because it will burn hotter, generate more power. How do I get the deuterium and tritium out? Maybe I might have to burn through this deuterium and tritium initially, and then I can go ahead and get DT fuel in through one of these ports later. I'm just going to go ahead and grab another port, like, for aesthetic purposes. It makes 3 anyway, so I'll go ahead and do this and this. Can I do this to get the deuterium and tritium out? No, I don't think so. Okay. Oh, well, that's not a big deal. No, you don't go there. Technically, you could, but... so I want to go ahead while this is powering up, because it's going to take a little while anyway. We can come over here. We're going to go to unlimited fuel, and we are going to have this dump deuterium or DT fuel out into a quantum entangler porter. So we'll go ahead and do this, and you're going to be DT fuel. DT fuel? It's technically DT fuel. Sure. It's a habit just to not use spaces on anything. And camel case at all. Anyway, DT fuel, we're going to go ahead and say gases are going to clear this, and you're going to input from the bottom. Now, we're not going to auto eject on this. And then you will output gases to the top, auto eject. So fill up the DT fuel in here. Cool. And you're operating as fast as you can? Yes. You're almost full. You're not even close, and we're draining, which means it must be nighttime. Nope, it's not nighttime. We're just very slow over there. Okay. What if I come over here and I add on a second? Jeez, I just got 67 levels. Are we like something backstuffed over here that we're just letting items drop out into the world all of a sudden? Yeah, you're just slow. So maybe we rearrange this and we get more solar neutron activators. Solar neutron activator. Teach the system to make this. And what if I grab 4 more? Gave us a total of 5. can I then start burning through my back stuff of lithium? So we're going to have these. The solar neutron activators will then sit here. It's going to look ugly because now it's going to extend off the sides, but I need to get myself a pressurized pipe or multiple pressurized tube. So we'll come off of there, and then we'll go ahead and allow that to go there. So you should have lithium in you. Yes. You're going to get lithium in. We'll clear all of this. Your back will be your input. So now you should be getting lithium. Yes. Sorry. Items again. Clear it. Back is the input and not enough room. Okay, cool. So let's grab those solar neutron activators. Get this out of my way. Okay. And if we need to, we can expand even farther. Okay. So that takes care of those. So we're going to go ahead and say, you are clear. You are clear. Input from the back. I'm sorry. Input from the back. Output to the front. Clear. Clear. Back. Output. Clear. Clear. Back. Output. Output. And one more. Okay. Then we can go ahead and grab some more tubes and then fill those into our tritium quantum entangler porter. You can now get gases from the bottom. Clear that. So now we should be getting tritium at least a little bit faster. Hopefully, yeah. Okay, so we have now cleared the rotary condensator at least. So this is producing as fast as it can. That's where our bottleneck is now going to be, is you. But we could also set up more of these if we so chose. I could set up one for each of these and let this lithium from here split. But it honestly looks like, yeah, we are bottlenecked here by our brine to lithium production. So if it becomes an issue, we ramp it up. We know we can. And then we can get another rotary condensator. Let's just go ahead and bump these up now. I'll bump them up to 1,000. It's not that big a deal. You know what? 2048. Go. 2048. It's literally not even close to being the most expensive machine that we have. So, yeah. It's also becoming nighttime, so these aren't going to run at all. Sleep. And hopefully we're good. Okay. Cool. So that takes care of that. We have DT fuel in the system now. We can go ahead and put this back where it belongs. And now it's just a waiting game to turn this bad boy on. But we should have deuterium producing, so that's good. So now we have unlimited power. Now I just have to get a quantum entangler porter set up on the back of this guy. And you, my friend, will go here. You are going to be set to DT fuel. And your config is going to be back. Auto eject. Oh, hey, look. Oh, no. Oh, it put DT fuel in there too. So now we have all three. Even better. So it should burn these two and then feed this DT fuel in. Now, the only major thing is, so the reason that we want to adjust this is because the max injection rate I can do is 98. It splits it between the deuterium and the tritium. So what that means is I'm able to inject 49 millibuckets of tritium and deuterium every tick to produce 98 millibuckets of DT fuel or whatever. Whereas I can just pump 1 bucket of DT fuel in every tick and produce my power that way. This is preferred because it's significantly more DT fuel that we're able to get into the system. The question is, can we keep up with it is going to be, well, again, that's the question. Can we keep up? But we know we can ramp up if we need to. And if I need to, honestly, we can drain this and everything, and it's not that big of a deal. What I would like to do, though, you are slow. Let's grab a... We probably could just flux point this and make this so much faster. Disable limit. Output. How fast can you transfer it? Okay, you can only transfer at 4,000, so I guess never mind. Yeah, it didn't change anything, so scratch that, reverse it. we'll just go back to our ender gate, and I play the waiting game AFK while we all sit here and watch nothing happen. All right, be back when this hits 400. Okay, TheAndrata forgot that his favorite mod exists, which is time in the bottle, and I just decided to go ahead and tick accelerate these to get them going. Like, why didn't I do that in the first place? And turns out setting my cap of 400 million didn't do anything. Don't know what that means then. But maybe that's the max burst it will do is 400 million, and then a minimum of 0, because I currently have 533. So we wasted an extra 100 million RF. But in theory, if I flip this switch, our reactor should start up. And hopefully operate and run fast enough to not have any issues, like with the DT fuel and everything. We're going to have to really closely monitor it for at least this initial beginning. So, without further ado, it's time to hit the switch. I'd like to be able to see this happen, but I kind of didn't build this very well. Let's go ahead and watch it happen. The sound effects added by TheAndrata, of course. Don't need to have this on anymore, but we'll leave it here in case we ever need to restart the machine. But we are active, and we are generating 39 million and ramping up. 43 million, 46, 47. It is ramping up. It's not burning the deuterium and tritium, whatever. I don't really care. We're hot. We're holding 400 million in here, and it's doing good. Hopefully keeping up. 75 million RF currently being produced. We are very quickly draining our DT fuel here, though, so it does not look like we're going to be able to keep up with this with our current setup. Yeah, which means this is going to end up turning itself off, which is going to be a bummer. I need to see how much power can it generate if I were to do just deuterium and tritium in here instead of pumping DT fuel directly. I wish I could throttle that, but you can't control how much DT fuel is burned. It's always going to burn one bucket. So, but we're currently generating 30,000 or 300 million RF, which is more than enough for what we need for our SPS. But yeah, we're going to very quickly shut off and run out of fuel. That's okay. We already generated the amount of power that we used for this, so I just need to go ahead and ramp up our DT fuel production processes. So I'm going to work on that in between episodes. I'm going to double everything, and then if that doesn't work, I'm going to double it again. And I'm going to take it to the next person, and they're going to double it again. And if that doesn't work, we'll double it again until we can keep up with this DT fuel production. Okay, but we have a reactor going, and it is working, and it is generating 400 million RF. We are currently generating 395, 96, 97, 98, 400, 401, 402. Man, it can go beyond 400 million RF, which is great. I'm not going to complain about that at all. So yeah, nice. Oh, geez. Wow. Tight space. Nice, beautiful reactor here and unlimited power that's going to shut off very soon because it's going to run out of fuel. But I'll get that taken care of very soon. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.